First, the government is now launching the largest and widest social protection program in our country's history. Pinakamalaki itong tulong ng ibibigay ng gobyerno sa mamamayan. Sa history natin, karoon lang tayo nagkaroon ng problemang ganito. To make up for the loss of economic opportunities due to quarantine measures in the place of COVID-19. We have allotted 200 billion pesos for low-income households who are badly affected by the current crisis. Sila ang nasa informal sector and those who live day-to-day on subsistence wages or no work, no pay. Arrangements, beneficiary households will receive emergency support for their 2 months based on the regional minimum wage. However, I still count on everyone to also look out after their fellow men, their countrymen. To those who have more in life, I implore you to share in the cost of taking care of the less fortunate and keeping our society intact. They have also contributed to our prosperity in one way or the other. So let us support them in this crisis. Okay. Let it be said that in the hour of our country's greatest need, we all look out for and help each other. Buksan natin ang ating puso sa nangangailangan. I also appeal to the private sector to contribute in any way you can in dealing with this national emergency. We implore employers to do their part in protecting the welfare of the millions of Filipino households that belong to the formal sector and depend on their employers for continuous livelihood. For those who have silently helped away from the cameras, maraming salamat po. The government will provide a recovery package, especially to micro, small, and medium enterprises to help deal with the economic effects of this pandemic. My economic team is already creating the guidelines for this as I speak. To our farmers and our fisherfolk, we have not forgotten you, and government is now employing quick response measures to help you during the crisis, as well as ensure food productivity, availability, and sufficiency during the period of the pandemic. Andito ang gobyerno para sa inyo. The government is also ensuring the unhampered flow of cargo and their workers to maintain the continuous and steady supply of food, goods, and other essential supplies and items. A price freeze on commodities is already in effect, and measures to curtail hoarding and profiteering are also in place. Uulitin ko, hindi ito panahon para kumita. Hindi ito panahon ng pagsasamantala. Food packs and essential food items are also being distributed on LGUs in Metro Manila and the rest of Luzon. Contaminated areas in the Visayas and Mindanao are receiving similar assistance. More will be given to augment the requirement of LGUs in the coming days as we repackage the items in our stockpiles. Gagawin ko lahat para walang magutom. Second, we are marshalling and deploying the resources of government to provide our frontline health workers with everything they require so they can save as many lives as possible. We are now procuring medical supplies, devices, and personal protective equipments. About 1 million medical protective items are being acquired right now, with the government and the private sector working together to purchase or produce the necessary quantities. We are also ramping up our capacity to test more broadly to take a fuller and more accurate picture of the spread of COVID-19 in the country. We will also build, operate, and accredit more medical facilities and laboratories in the coming weeks. The outpouring of donations and support from business organizations, foreign governments, and private individuals over the past few weeks have also been overwhelming. I therefore would like to acknowledge the following for their help in this crisis. The government of China, the government of Singapore, the NGCP led by Big Boy C and Robert Cuyeto, Ramon Ang, Enrique Crason, Manny Pangilinan, Lucio Tan and Michael Tan, Simeon Heo of Shop Philippines, Century Peak Corporation, Gutianon Yap, Udema Foundation of Dennis Oy, also Robert Singh, Archie Po, yung suffered loss, mga buhay niya, empleyado niya, pati yung aeroplano na crash on a evacuation mission to Japan. My condolences to the families, and I assure you na tutulong kami sa anumang paraan. Do not be discouraged. PAGCOR headed by Andrea Domingo, the World Health Organization, Mammoth Foundation, China, Jack Ma, Seriaco Lopez, Global Fund America Cares Foundation, UNIFPA, Aboitiz Foundation, D&L Corporation, Golden Tupper, Lander Superstore, Unilove Foundation, Alliance Global, Philippine Disaster Resilience Foundation, Temasek Foundation, as well as the countless others who have sent their assistance in our time of need. In behalf of the Filipino people, I thank you and your compassion and your generosity and my personal gratitude. Mahal kong mga kababayang Pilipino, nasa ikatlong linggo na tayo sa ating crisis na hinaharap. At tayo'y hirap sa pera, sa medical supply, sa lahat. Dati ho naman talagang kulang ang pera natin at kulang ang medical supplies. At hindi lang ho tayo, pati yung Amerika, ganun rin. Kasi hindi natin akalain buong mundo na ganun kabilis, 2 araw lang after receiving the advice from China, the crisis was already here, COVID-19.